seem off to you?
You must have gotten the order wrong. What was it again? Ticker, buzzer, and clunker?
Confirmed. I can't believe this flimsy thing is still working. What a relief.
Looks like you're right. Well then, how about we go check on that drone?
Thank you so much for your help. Hello, Adam. It has been some time. Would you kindly introduce me to this lady?
Of course, what's the word? Oh yeah, Angel.
Angel. That's the unofficial name for members of the Eve Airborne Squad.
I'm Eve. What happened to you? Drones like you aren't supposed to work this way.
Hello, Eve. I am Digger. I have innumerable thoughts concerning my existence, and I am capable of making fantastic plans.
I told you this would be fun. You see what I mean?
Adam, please don't interrupt. Eve, someday I would appreciate the opportunity to sit, at length, and share with you my fantabulous hypothesis. I thank you again for your assistance. May our relationship continue to prove constructive. I am willing to provide useful resources.
Okay. You're a particularly unique drone, Digger.
Do you mean that in a good way or a bad way?
Well, maybe neither, exactly. What happened to make you like this?
I don't know. At some point, the IoT in the network suddenly went offline. And at that moment, the quantum brains limiter was released.
Can something like that happen?
Apparently. Anyway, for me, my existence is the greatest question. Typically, I use the time I spend cleaning the environment to consider the question of myself. Increase in service satisfaction detected. The time has finally come to test the fantabulous hypothesis.
Come again? Oh, that thing you mentioned before. By the way, is that even a word?
That is irrelevant. What is relevant is how my fantabulous hypothesis could hold the solution to my problems. This is a device of my own creation. It is called a connection device. I designed it to transmit network bandwidth signals to Earth's orbit and allow me to directly contact Mother Sphere.
Digger, you can't be serious. If you were to suffer an attack from the security system, it could fry your quantum brain.
I am aware of that. My objective is to simply bring the network back online, even if only for a brief moment. Either my sentience will be regarded as a bug, and I will be reset to factory settings. Or Mother Sphere will give me my answer, and my happily ever after. Preparations are almost complete. However, Eve, I must first acquire the network access code in order to utilize the access node. The solar tower in the wasteland, Zion's scrap market, and the oasis of the Great Desert. These locations are where I last detected traces of its data. Your investigation would be most appreciated.
This is not going to end well.
Eve, I have a question.
Yes? What is it?
Do you remember the process in which your ego was first formed?
Sending and receiving data, saving and processing. As I spent tens and then hundreds and then thousands of seconds in the learning process, eventually I learned that I was just myself.
Is that right? For me, it took 27,404,091 consecutive seconds of learning. That's quite disappointing. From what I've researched so far, there are no significant differences in the process of ego formation between other humans and myself. Not even in people as special as you.
I've never had a conversation like this with any of my comrades before. I can't help but think, what would Taki have said? Digger.
Yes, Eve?
Would you be able to remind me? Where should I start looking for that network access code?
Of course. There is lingering data that traces back to the region where the network access attempt occurred. The scrap market in Zion, the solar tower in the wasteland, the oasis of the Great Desert. Signals have been detected in these areas. To narrow your search, I would recommend looking for computers and info terminals. I hope that answers your question.
Thank you, Digger. That's all.
Sad to see you go. I'll go back to environmental beautification.
Farewell, Digger.